You guys, I have 26% battery life on my phone right now, and I'm going to pretend like there's somebody already here right now. Introduce myself, then I'm going to get up and start showing thing here. And if you come in and you have questions like what are you doing or something like that, then I'll look in the chat and see if somebody does. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep explaining what I'm doing out here, and then when I get done explaining, then I'm gonna put my phone in the tripod, and I'm gonna go on and start working on some of the things out here that I want to work on and get completed. Okay. So what I'm doing, this is Jake Justin. I'm live in Texas, and I have a property here that is I've had it for a good amount of time. When I bought it, it was overgrown to the hilt. It was like you couldn't get through this area here where I'm sitting right here because there were so many trees and briars and bushes. It was just that thick. You couldn't walk through here at all. You couldn't even crawl through it and make it through it without cutting yourself on something. And then the leaves were so thick in here. The mulch was so thick. I spent hours and hours and hours raking this down to the dirt. I'm still not done with it. On that side over there, it's piled up again from where I had it cleaned before. I had a pathway through on the other side of that big tree right there. And when I cleaned this up, I quit walking over there, and all that grew back up. So now my goal is here to clean up this courtyard completely so there's dirt all over it. Get everything out of here except for entertainment, relaxation type stuff. The grill, a burn pit where you can throw logs on the fire. My burn barrel is okay over here for right now. And then I would like to get maybe a picnic table or another kind of wooden table to put out here with chairs around it. Um, I want it to be nice in this area, basically. So, hey, welcome to the channel. I'm just sitting here narrating. I'm glad whenever I'm here, first come in here, I end up talking to myself. And I don't usually like putting the camera to where my face is reversed to the left to the right and all that stuff. But I am right now because when you come in here, at least you get to see me. I get to see when people are coming in and kind of go from there. So what I was talking about before you got here, and from this point on, I'll keep doing the chat or doing my narration of what's going on here without backtracking. But I do that from the start anyways, and out of respect when people come in here, I like to backtrack to fill you in. But for new people coming to the channel, while I'm gone and we're all asleep or something, they want to look at a video, it's like I'm addressing them too, okay? So, anyways, this is Jake's Journey Live. I'm Justin, and you're welcome to my channel anytime you want to. My channel here, I'm revamping it. Basically, I used to just record my videos and like pick out a spot in my yard where I'm cleaning it up, and I'll go ahead and turn the video away from me now. I used to look out here and do video on here and record the video, and then in the video I would say this is before, I'm working on this week or today, and then I upload that video. Then I'd say come back tomorrow and I'll show you the difference. But usually that didn't work out good for me when I did that. Let me see if is my speaker on? Let me see if my speaker's on. It should be now. Okay, anyways, so the whole thing about this channel right now is I have a lot of jobs around here, a lot of tasks, whatever you want to call them, to do everywhere. But like there's a lot of stuff laying around here. That's what I'm presently doing all day today. I've been walking around here picking stuff up, burning stuff, cutting weeds around that side over there, cutting grass out front. This carpet that was laying in the front yard, I moved it over here. I'm going to actually open this stuff up on the driveway over here. All the stuff out in the middle over here is going to move. What my goal is out here is from that pickup truck right here, nothing over there, all the way across the front yard. I don't want anything out there. Nothing. Nothing at all. Only thing I want is the carpet laying out there. And I mean, nothing laying on the ground. I want to be able to mow this whole thing out here. I don't want any junk. I don't want any scrap metal. I don't want any dirt. I mean, I don't want any logs, lumber, rocks, anything out there. All the way from this truck, all the way to the other side of the yard over there. With the exception, I have some items that I'm selling and I have some items I'm giving away. The items I'm selling, I will have them neatly out toward the road out here on pallets to where it's nice and neat and I could put for sale on them and I could try to sell them. That's the only thing I will have out there. But I will be able to weed eat around that and mow around it with no problem. And then my goal is to start parking over here in this area here. Instead of the front, instead of the other side, I've got shade over here during the day. So that's what I'm trying to do. Transform this area to where for the first time since I had the property, it stays clean every day. And I get rid of it, throw it away, give it away, sell it, whatever I'm doing, okay? And so anything I take from here, I'll find somewhere else on the property to stow it away or out of the way so you can't see it from this area here. If I need to work on it, a lawnmower or something, I'll bring it over here in the driveway and work on it over here. Get it from where I put it at, bring it here, and I'll work on it until I get it done. Then when it's done, then I can park it somewhere out here. It ain't gonna matter where I park it then, because then I'll either give it away, I'll sell it, I'll keep it for a backup mower or something. If I something I can still cut my grass with. So aside from cleaning up out here, I've got the courtyard, got the backyard, I got the other west side of the house over there, and I still got more behind me on this side of the property here. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna walk you through here in the courtyard. You see I got a fire burning here, one here. This is all stuff that I'm burning through here, trying to get everything kind of taken care of. And I will basically that's what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to clean up all the debris. I'm actually trying to fill up all the flower pots and stuff, mixing it with ash and dirt. So all this mound of dirt here, I've dug a lot of dirt in here, and I got a lot more on that side that I'll be digging. But I'm trying to get it all down to the dirt. And you see what I'm talking about? This is the last little bit I have here. And then everything in here, the leaves, I have to rake them up. All this is trash. I'm taking the wood off of it, burning the wood, getting rid of the screen. Just one thing right after another, pulling stuff out and getting rid of it. And it's working. I'm finally getting the stuff done. A couple weeks ago, this didn't look anything like this. It was all grown up right here. All of this was real grown up. So I've been picking away at it every day as much as I can. So today, what I did is all the stuff down in here, I picked up a lot of stuff from over here. And I wood here that's going to be getting rid of it. But I got out of the way and moved. I had a piece of wire right here. This stuff here had some dirt on it, and it had glass on it. I was trying to get the rain to filter it, so all I had was glass, but it never filtered all the way. So all that is in this tray now, so I can sort through it, get all the glass out of it, and repurpose the dirt. Okay? Now, going up through here, I actually fixed it to where I get my lawnmower up in here and mow some of this. I've got cactus back this way that I started working on here about a month ago. And you see where it's back at again, okay? Rain, and that's where we're at. So I'm trying to reclaim all this, get it all cleaned out. And then I'm going to be moving the concrete mixture, the concrete wheelbarrow, moving that to another spot away from here. Because I don't want any of this to be grown up. I just want it to be where I can get the mower through here and mow it and cut the grass. So I've been digging through here, like going through here, picking up blocks and stuff like this, getting out of the way, or wood. There's some wood right there, and just getting rid of it or stacking it up, whatever I gotta do. And the more I get it out of the way, then I can bring my lawnmower in here and cut all this down, and it'd be like this over here. I just keep encroaching upon it, and I'll be able to get the stuff cleaned up the way it was before. But my goal is to get the whole property finally cleaned up like it's never been cleaned up before. Okay? So it's just got to keep going through here and picking stuff up and, and working at it. And I'm recently retired, so it gives me a lot of time out here that I can be out here working on this stuff, okay? And I am eager, I'm so eager to make this happen because I want life to be easier than it has been the last 4 years. Usually I would go out on a job, and when I would go out on a job, I'd bring, the way a lot of my jobs were, I'd do work for somebody, and then they'd have a bunch of junk they wanted hauled off. And I said, all right, I'll use that for my pay. I'll take it back there and I'll sell it and make money off of it. That way I kind of helped them out, okay? I can help people out that way. But then after a while, it started catching up to me. It wasn't really helping me out as much as I thought it would help me out doing it that way. So now I have to go backwards and undo all the mess that I made for myself, And it's all good, no complaints really, but I just got to do what I got to do. So pick all this stuff up out of here. You just got to be careful is what I'm trying to do. Be careful. Make sure I don't grab a hold of a snake down in there somewhere. So there's some of it, yes, some of it I will go in here and use my rake to pull stuff out of there. But for the most part, I got to get this plastic out of there. I think it was a plastic bucket that disintegrated. There's another part up in there somewhere. And then some of it I'll even use my weed eater in it. But right now, this is a good candidate here to run over with my lawnmower and get it out of there real quick. Okay, now that's that area. Out in this area out here, I'm able out by the road. I mow a lot of it out by the road and up into the yard over here. And you can see out there maybe a little ways out there in the backyard how it's a little taller there. There's wood out there. So all that wood, I've got to go out there and weed eat close to it so I can see what I'm grabbing a hold of there. But meanwhile, anything I can cut out here, I usually cut it right now. I've got up all next to my car here. There's not much wrong with the car, by the way. I'm going to probably get it running again and park it in the driveway here pretty soon. So I can reclaim the yard, that part of the yard too. But this was all grown up. You didn't even see the car here a couple weeks ago. So I'm really happy of the progress I've made there. All right, and even a couple weeks ago, this area out here, there was a lot of stuff piled up right here. I'm down to the nitty gritty right now. And that's just par for the course of how much I've cleaned up. And literally, I just mowed down through here again. I've got to get all the stuff away from the back of the house, cut everything down. That's all, every bit of this getting done. But what I'm doing is every time I go through and cut and get stuff done, and then I start getting the next thing in my way, I move it out of the way. I look at it, there's good, bad, ugly, no good, burn it, get rid of it, cut it up, use it, whatever. That's what I do, make my determination at that point. If it's something that's too far gone, it was going to be used and it's too far gone, I'm just simply going to burn it. Yeah, but I got to get all this stuff away from the house here because I'm getting ready to get everything prepped so I can level the house. And I'm getting ready to remove the front porch too. That's another thing I'm getting ready to take care of. But I want to walk back here and show you back here. I didn't cut this the other day when I cut everything back here. I did, I'll show you here. I actually, see there's wood right here. There's wood over here. I was able to run right over top of this with the lawnmower and get through and go that way, but I didn't cut the grass there. I cut the grass in here though. I did make my round in here and got this cut down. So see, it's like here's this wood here. Some of it for little projects and stuff, it's good. But I don't know how much little projects I'm gonna be doing anyways. I've got so much wood around here, it's going out my ears. What I wanted to do was get it piled on, like I've got this back here piled up in different aisles here, and get it under control to where I can weed eat around it and just pile all the lumber up on these pallets. And enough room between the pallets to where I can mow both ways with the mower and keep it all cleaned up. But the rain got a hold of me. Everything just grew up, and when you're by yourself trying to do all this stuff, it can wear you out, man. And so that's really where I'm at right now. It just kind of wore me out, got out of hand. And I know I can get it back under control. I've just gotta get in here a little bit at a time, weed eat to where I can get up to stuff. I don't want to reach in here and get bit by a snake or something. So I am careful. I'm very careful. All right, so let me see if I got any comments here. I am doing a good, King. I'm doing good. How you doing? Hi, Jenny. How you doing? Who else we got here? Hey, man. What's up there, Pat? You doing all right, Pat? Thank you guys for being here. Okay, Pat. You guys, appreciate you being here. Look, if you got a chance there, reach up there and give me a like on here, and maybe if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep walking you through what I'm doing here because that's every bit of this channel future, what I'm going to be doing around here. See all this mess here? I'm going to be cleaning it up, but what I'm going to be doing, the catch of it is, I'm going to walk you through this, and I'm going to go out here and actually put my camera in a tripod, and I'm going to start working, okay? I'm going to have the camera sitting there, and I'm going to just have it off in the direction there, and you'll see what I'm doing. And I'll start working, trying to get everything. That's how I'm going to do it, working hands-free. The only way to work is hands-free. And I don't have a what do you call it, one of them, I don't have one of them camera things you put on your head. What do you call it, GoPro? I don't have one of them yet. I have my cell phone. I got a tripod that I made a homemade clamp for to put my phone in, but that's it. But I'm not. It works for me. That's the main thing. It works. Okay. So, anyways, I've got a lot of mess around here to clean up, and I'm not going to give up on it. I have a lot of skill, a lot of talent, and a lot of gumption in me, okay? I just want to show you the mess it is, and then you can't hide the mess. I don't want to hide the mess from you. I want you to see what I'm dealing with because that's what I'm going to be working on. And then that way you get to see what it looks like the next time you hear. The next time you hear the bell go off or something in here you see, say, wow, that looks different. Yesterday it looked this way or that way, and you really did a good job or whatever, you know? That's what I want to do. I want to show you guys the improvements every day. And then eventually maybe I'll get to where I just do my work during the week and upload it like everybody else does. But right now you get the opportunity to share in the live video and share in the progress as it's happening. Okay, now, yesterday, a couple days, I filled up these flower pots here, trying to get it looking better around here. I put the flower pots here, I have dirt and ash and these two here. I actually have a tomato plant growing right there. And I'm going to try to plant some other late season stuff here that I can enjoy the fruits of my labor here, okay? I have rabbits around here from next door neighbor, got cats here, so I'm going to try to really protect what I'm doing here. I did have a bunch of tomatoes growing in a flower pot over there next to the house here about a month ago. I had a bunch of little ones, like that one that's growing in there. And I went out there one day and they were all gone. Something went in there and ate them all out of there. And I think the something was the rabbits saw them and they took every one of them out. So it is life. Such is life, you know, but they got to eat too. Anyways, these carpets here were laying in the front yard over there. I can walk over there, you can see where the outline and where they were setting. This is kind of what I'm trying to get my point across. I got the carpet out of a friend's house a while back. I put it in the house here, thinking I'm going to be able to do everything I wanted to in the house and use it in the room, but I just never got around to putting it in there. So finally I said, you know what? This stuff's got to go outside. I'm getting rid of it. So I put it out here to get rid of it, and as far as it got was the front yard. And finally I said, you know what? I'm going to try and see if I can burn this carpet up a little bit at a time. And so I'm going to put it out here in the driveway over here. I'm going to get all this out of the way, and then I'm going to take this carpet, open it up flat with the back side facing up where I can cut it with a knife. I'm just going to lay it out here flat on the ground. And that's part of what I'm going to be doing on camera. This all project I'm going to be doing. These things here, the chair, that other chair, all this stuff. I got the tripods on the front porch. I'm going to put the camera under there. And I'm just going to come out here and work, do what I got to do. If I shift areas and go to a different area, like that side of the yard, where I have lawnmowers like this, I'm going to tow these lawnmowers from the front yard here and the two over there. I'm going to tow them around, and I'm actually going to tow them over here on the other side of this red truck. It's the only place I can think of right now that you won't see them out front in the front yard. Because my plan is from this brown truck here, from this tree, all the way across here, for you not to see any junk laying out here at all. I want to see ground from here all the way to the other side. The only thing that I'm going to have out here is on the other side there. I've got some landscape timbers, or not landscape timbers, but some bricks and some railroad ties. I'm going to repalletize them out here in the front out here to where I can put for sale signs on it and list them on Facebook and try to sell the bricks and the railroad ties. That's an exception to my rule here. But otherwise, everything in the front yard will be gone. I'm taking the porch off the house because it's falling down. It's in bad need of repair. And it's just over nearly 70 or 100 years or whatever since the house was built, that's just sunk. The whole front of it has just sunk down in the ground. So I got to undo all that, take the porch off of it, start from scratch, and I'll build me another temporary porch. And after the temporary porch will slide in and out so I can level the house, get behind the deck. And when I'm done for the day, I'll push it back against the house. And after I'm done doing that, then I'll be able to pull it out to level the house. That's my point, why I'm going to take the porch down in the first place anyway. That, and it's leaning too far down in the front. It won't be much. A good wind come along, it would blow it all down anyway. So I'm about ready to take it down. I did repair work on top of the roof, A couple days ago, I went up there early in the morning and I refastened some metal down at the very top, the cap piece that went up there. And a few days before that, I went on the other side of the house and there's a vent that goes up through the roof. I covered that up with a bucket from the side of the house. I tried to do it a day before that, like going up there on top of the roof, but it was too hot and the roof was too slippery to stand on. I kept wanting to slide down because the roof was so steep and the metal was real slick. So I had to come back down that day so I didn't risk falling off of it. And so I got those two chores done. Now it's time to take the porch off and get that out of the way. Okay. So I've got straps like on these right here that I can hook to my lawnmower and just back up to it, hook it to my lawnmower, and I'll drag this wherever I want to drag it to. Okay. So what I'm going to do for right now, I'm going to use this area over here, where the rocks, the bucket is over there. Somewhere in this area, I'm going to put like 3 mowers side by side over there. The 3 mowers I get out there, I can go swing wide and come in this way and put them there. And just 3 mowers side by side out here to where I can get to them, tow them back out, or whatever I want to do. Maybe sideways this way. I don't know. I'm not going to be too concerned with it. I just want to put it to where I can get to them. But I don't want them over there in my way over there. And then the power chairs, I might even put them over here too. At least if I put it over here, I can cover it up. My neighbor don't have to see it. Do something like that, Put some plywood around it so all they see is plywood or something. But I got to get the stuff out of here. So that's my solution. Then I've got a bunch of old plastic that needs to go in the dumpster. I don't have a dumpster right now. So what I've been doing is putting all the plastic that's no good, like TV stands and stuff here, putting them inside the RV. The RV is not running right now, so it's a good place for me to just store all this extra plastic and stuff. Then I've got stuff that needs to go to the scrap yard. That's another category of stuff. So I'm trying to work on every bit of it, get everything moved out of the way I don't need in the way, and get everything down to where it's all mowed down. So from that road over there all the way to the truck here, I don't want anything in there except for the railroad ties out front, the bricks out front, and my boat trailer is part of the vehicular stuff, so it's going to have a home. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually painting that thing. So once I get this out of the way over here and roll the carpet out, I'm probably going to do the carpet starting up about where the tires are up there, or maybe bring it back this way so I can get the mower up through there to mow. But I'm going to lay the carpet down parallel with the truck and then out this way and as far back as it'll go. And then probably get the other piece of carpet and do it side by side, maybe, wherever the first one is at, then do the other one side by side. I'll figure that out when I get it all rolled out and lay it how I want to, how it makes sense to me. Then I'll bring that trailer over and I'll back the trailer in right over here. Right here in this spot right here. We'll back the trailer in right here. And then I'm going to paint the trailer, put a floor on the trailer. That's a project you will be seeing me doing too. So all this cleanup, all the moving stuff, every bit of this, that's what I want to do for the live stream that you guys will be watching. I've got different things I'm doing, different things here, going different places. I've got logs here that have to be cut up and stacked up. They're going to be going actually in the backyard back there. Okay. And just a lot of cleanup. I've already done a lot. I'm used to doing this cleanup, and I'm getting, as I do every bit of cleanup now, I'm getting rid of stuff. That's the big difference. I'm burning stuff. I'm throwing it away. I'm trying to burn as much of it as I can that will burn. If it's glass, I've got barrels around here that you put glass in, broken glass or jars and stuff like that. Then when I finally get me a dumpster out front, the weekly dumpster that they dump weekly, then all that stuff's going to go in the trash real quick. And then this place really going to get empty of all the extra stuff like the glass and the plastic in the RV and any other thing around here that I want to get rid of will be going in that dumpster every week. But it's coming together. I'm really proud of it. I can't wait till this is fully cleaned up over here so I can put a picnic table out here. I can set my grill up to where I can cook on the grill. I've got an extra little refrigerator that I want to put out in this building out here and get that building cleaned out and painted and fix it up so it's really nice in there, air conditioned in it. And then I've got a deep well out there I need to hook up. I've got to dig a trench from my water line over here, put a brand new water line in from the county water to the house. And then the deep well back there, I want to go from it to the house. I want that water source to come in to one room to where I have ability to use both waters throughout the house, where I can shut one of them off and use the other one. I want to have both worlds. I want to be able to route the county water to where I can have water coming out of the refrigerator with it that's really filtered and cleaned and everything. And also the well water, I can do the same thing with it. But it's just a really blessed thing I got going on here. The good thing is that the deep well, that's going to be great for me to use to water my lawn and stuff like that, because it's only going to cost me electricity to do that. It ain't going to cost me an arm and leg for electricity. My electricity here is really cheap. I can't complain about the utilities at this house. And so I'm really anxious to get the water hooked up. I haven't had water hooked up in 4 years, people, okay? And I am a tough cookie. I've been in the military before. I know how to live on the edge of life. I don't like to, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Now let me walk over here. You seem doubt everything out here by me walking around and glancing. Okay, who else is here? Anybody new here? One person still here? Okay, now this is the information board here that I drew up yesterday or the day before. All right, this is basically my instructions on what I'm doing on everything. I spelled this wrong here. It says clean driveway, but it ain't spelled CLEN. CLEAN. Okay, the driveway's over here. I'm going to clean this area over here, put that carpet down. So when I'm done with that area, I'll check mark it. Clean around the RV. That's right up next to it where that is. I'll weed eat, move everything over there. There's a spare tire over there. There's a box with stuff in it. There's scrap metal. All that needs to be cleaned up over there. So when I'm done over there to my satisfaction, I'll put a check mark in there. Scrap plastic in the RV that's around here, anywhere, like the TVs when I take them apart, all that scrap plastic, I'm putting it inside there so it's not out here on the ground creating an obstacle, for me to mow around. So all that will go inside the RV. I'll check mark that when I'm done. And then the mowers in the front yard over here, and then this one here, plus the 2 power chairs there, 3 power chairs. Those will all go, like where I said, on the other side of that red truck over there, where I won't see them from here in the front yard. Nobody will. So I'll move all that over there, check mark it, then move the carpet. I did the carpet, so I can move the carpet. I can check mark that, can I? Wow. The bricks and the railroad ties. The stuff I told you about over there. I'm actually going to leave space between that mound of dirt there to where I can get my mower through there with ease and then put pallet, and all that stuff over there. I'll put it over here. And then I'll be able to mow all that over there. Finally, just be able to mow it all. Okay? When I get the cleanup done, then the next part is putting me a white picket fence around the front yard. Actually, from the house here, that way, I'm putting a fence up there. From that fence to the front yard over here, there's going to be a white picket fence going over here by that water. There, out past it a little bit. It's going to go across the front yard, a gate out in the front, then around that telephone pole, and over to the west, back down there by the big oak tree we'll see in a minute. There'll be a gate over here somewhere to come up and walk up to the porch on this side. If somebody parks out front visiting, they can get in the front. But if they park over here somewhere, they can go in the back, whatever, you know. There's going to be plenty of ways for you to get here if you're visiting, to get somewhere to where you can knock on a door. All right, let's move on. Gather all aluminum cans right here. I am doing that. I've got a bucket over there on top of that white bucket over there next to the trailer. It's got aluminum cans in it. Somewhere out here, I've got a bag of aluminum cans. I'll find all that, get them in one thing to take them to the scrapyard. Then all the metal cans, like, you know what I do? Since I don't have trash service, what I've been doing for a long time, like green beans and any kind of metal cans like that are just magnetic, I always take them to the scrapyard and sell them, you know? If I'm going over there with a load of stuff, I have a trash can, and I just fill it full of cans too. Those cans, and I sell them off with my other metal. Then all the sardine cans, they're actually aluminum cans. I've been eating a lot of sardines and oysters, and I use them cans. I'm on a diet, so that stuff is really awesome. I can eat a can and snack on that and some crackers or something, and it's helped me tremendously lose weight, okay? And the fish is good for you, getting all that good stuff, sourcing from that. There's a place over there that in Brownwood, Texas, where they will actually take the sardine cans as aluminum. The other place won't. So I will take those aluminum cans over there and sell them for aluminum. When I go to the other place I usually go to, I'll take those, a bag of them over there to that place. Sell them cans. Now, July work to do right here. This one, that's the big board. Clean up all the front yard. That means from over there all the way over here, everything you see out here is to be cleaned up. Self-explanatory. Now, today I was supposed to start loading the truck with scrap metal. But listen, to do scrap metal, you gotta prepare the stuff to take it over there. I've got a half-ton pickup with a short bed on it. I can only get so much on there, but usually if I have tubs and buckets and stuff and break everything down the way I can, and I usually have a truck packed a certain way, I usually go over there and make $100 bill in one trip. But nowadays, with everything the way it is, gas price, it's going to be challenging, I think, to reach that $100 mark unless they're paying higher prices to get you there. That might be. But I haven't been in a while, and I know the gas prices are up, but I don't know if the metal prices are or not. So I haven't really made it to load anything on the truck because I got a lot of tools in the truck I got to get out, clean up, sort out to make room to put metal on the back of it. So we'll see how that goes. Sometime this week, I think I can actually get all the scrap metal off my property finally that I can get my hands on, anyways. In the next round, we'll have to do it again. Have to pull stuff out of here and out of there and see what else is left, and keep making them trips till I get this place cleaned up. Um, that's that right there, loading the truck. Okay, now the front porch. This front porch, I've already started taking decking off of it over time, and the other side just I got it all off of it. I've got half of the beadboard off the ceiling of it. I've had that a long time ago when I started working on it. But because I went up on top of the roof, like I said earlier, and I tightened that cap down on the very top of the roof, and I re-screwed that down and some other metal up there, and I capped off the smokestack up there with the bucket. That means That means for me, I can legally take this porch down. And I don't know if you can tell it, but this side is higher than this. This side here is sinking. The whole front of the porch from here outward is down like that. So that's the whole reason they got to take it down. I've already lost one pole out of here that fell off the only board it was setting. It was rotten. It fell through. I've got the other ones barely hanging on too. So it's important I get, now that I've got the work on the roof done, I don't have to go back up there anytime soon. Then I can go ahead and dust some of this porch and get it down. And the cool thing about it is up here on the house here, there's wood that they never did paint. The siding here is like brand new siding there. They never painted it. So I will have to be doing that too. I have to get some primer on it at least. And this is going to be really cool. I can't wait to get this down. It's going to give me so much opportunity to get underneath the front here and level this whole front of the house. Then go down the side and level it on each side and then the back. I just got to get it leveled so I can start doing work on the inside of the house. Do you see? So it fixed the problem with the front door. When you open the door up, the front wall is definitely lower than further in the house. So you got to raise this up, and the door will have enough gap all the way around it then. And it won't hit the floor when you open it up to a certain point. But it's a good old house. Don't get me wrong. It's solid. It stood here since the early 1900s, and it's still standing. As many bad weather issues have come through here. This whole corner here is way lower than the back there. You can tell it by looking at the siding all the way down. You can tell it inside where they put the paneling on the walls. It was already settled like it is now when they put the paneling on the walls. And the paneling has not, in the whole years it's been up since the 70s, the paneling has not buckled. One place in the house just started buckling recently, but it's not buckled that bad. And so this stuff from this corner all the way back, I need about 4 jacks to put on each side of the house. When I jack it up and level it, put the string line across, make sure I'm level. Somehow I just got to make sure I'm level, go in the house, in the room, put a level down, make sure everything's level when I do it, and keep going that way, It's going to take some time. It's not going to be real easy, but in due time, I think in over a month's time, I can do this myself. House, come back out underneath of it, come back out. I'm sure I'm going to have to make a lot of trips on my belly underneath of it, but I'm glad I'm losing weight too. I'm losing weight. I went from 250 pounds to 230 pounds to 228 pounds. I weighed today, 228 to 230 pounds. But I'm in that ketosis right now where every day I'm losing some kind of weight, man. I love it. I feel good. I've been walking every day for a mile a day, every day for 2 weeks. Starting Monday, it'll be 2 weeks I've done it. Starting my 3rd week. Just a lot of good positive things are rolling in my life right now. And at 63 years of age, I really feel like I've got a new lease on life. I really do. Um, so I really wanted to be out here already doing all this stuff out here, but I've been having a problem with my um, on my phone, so I may not even get a chance to put this on the and you see I've got 4% battery left. My phone drains power like crazy, and my phone just drains power like crazy. And okay, let me see if I can answer some of these chats real quick. I have not looked at the chat in a while since I've been in here. Amy, that's Jenny King Packle. I think I can't hardly, I'm having a hard time reading it too because it's so, my phone is really a bad phone right now too. It's so old and decrepit and everything trying to work against me, but I'm making the best of it, okay? But anybody that you said hi to me, I appreciate the highs and hellos and, interacting with me here. But I'm doing good, King. Thank you guys for coming in here. Thanks for joining. I've got 3% battery life. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a night right now. I might go out here and do a little bit more showing. Okay, I've got a rack, like a cage over there that needs to be painted. Then I got this that needs to be painted. So I have projects like this thing that I will be bringing stuff out, and this is going to be some of the projects I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be painting on. I'm painting this trailer frame. I started painting it over here, and it's already dusty out here. I can't believe how dusty it is. But I'm going to get this and pull the trailer frame over there. The boat trailer, I'm going to put it over there and finish working on it over there. Because I'm going to put wood flooring on here. I'm going to put floor joist in it. And then I'm going to put a wood flatbed on here, just so I have something that I can actually put my lawnmower on to take it across the highway there. Or I can haul anything else, other things on it if I want to load it up with stuff to take and donate. I got a way to do that now, okay? That's what I'm trying to do, get this ready so I can use it for things like that. So after it's done, after it's painted, after I get the floor on it, and put lights on it, get it all ready the way I want it. And I got to get a tongue welded on it too. At the very end of it, I got to get one of them ball hitch tongues on it or whatever. And that's actually a tow bar on it right now. I got to take that off and maybe have to take that somewhere and tow a vehicle back here pretty soon. But for right now, it works on here so I can tow this trailer around across the highway and haul wood back and forth and different things like that. So that's good. But I'm going to probably take the wood all the way from the back. I know I'm going to come up here where it's squared off, but I think I'm actually going to go a little bit further up here. And then I'm trying to put a wall separating here in a little compartment where you can drop stuff down inside of it here. So I don't know if I have it all enclosed up here. I doubt it. But probably just have it, the floor come clear up to here, and I'll put a little box right in the middle of it here or something. I'll figure it out as I go, but I want this to be a very useful trailer for me to use. Like I said, I want to be able to use it put my lawnmower on it, put ramps on it. If I want to go pick up a refrigerator or something, I can use this to go do it. Nothing really serious. I was going to take it up to Kentucky. pick up a bunch of stuff up there with it, but I don't want it to fishtail. When you get enough weight on something like this and you get it off balance, I don't want to be that far away and this thing fishtail. You can't figure out what to do to fix it, you know? So I would rather have a double axle trailer for driving up here and driving back, honestly. So anyways, I've got this to do, got a cage over there I need to paint, spray paint, got this flower thing I want to spray paint. This stuff out here is free stuff. This lawnmower here and this lawnmower here. These are going to be towed over there on the other side. Then this bench seat here, I got to get it from out here and probably take it up there by the garage or put it inside the garage. There's a lot of stuff, like I said, everything out here is going to find a place besides on the ground. Everything. So right now, unfortunately, my battery on my camera has been down again, or on my phone, and I've got literally 1% battery left. So with that said, I'm gonna thank everybody for coming in here today. Thank you very much, and I'll get back on here tomorrow, and I'll just try to tomorrow to start pick out something that a project I can work on that you guys can take part in watching, okay? I'm really happy at my progress. That's all I gotta say. I'm happy. So you've had a chance to see everything out here, at least all the mess. Maybe tomorrow you can come back here and see me clean up more of this mess. Okay, get it all cleaned up. I want you guys to see every bit of it. And see, this is pretty nice around this side, except for that trailer frame with the wood on it. And then I want to move that too. But that's going to probably move next to the red truck over there, because that's the frame I'm going to put that red truck together on. Between this frame and that frame, the stuff on that frame, I might transfer it over to this frame to where I can keep that truck as original as possible, but the frame on that was bent. Got in an accident, but I'm going to take the cab and the bed, as much stuff, the engine, the transmission, and put it all together on this thing here, on this truck frame. So that is my goal, to get that to where I can get that mission accomplished. Once I get that truck together, then I'm going to go ahead and that I will have it here to use and drive and utilize, and for something good to drive. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to close it out. We'll holler at you guys later. Thank you all for coming here, being here. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. God bless you.